Happy Monday, what's happening everybody? Suburban Hiker. Well, ain't that some doo-doo? Checking in on day 8 of my 500-mile walk. I forgot to change my shoes, I was in such a hurry. Today is April 1st, 2019. It's approximately 6:20 in the evening on the back side of Christ the King School on the corner of Darden and 933 in South Bend. Getting ready to hit a bike trail. Here we go. The Map My Walk app shows 0 distance, 0 duration. Let's start this workout. Going west on Darden Street, just a short jaunt to catch the bike path that goes north. Runs parallel with 933. Heads up towards Niles, Michigan. To get out of the house and get these steps in. I'm now headed north on the bike trail. This is mile number 23 of 500. I had a nice little walk yesterday. I managed to squeeze in 4 miles at St. Patrick's Park. Today's been pretty hectic. It almost got to a point where I didn't think I was going to get the walk in and get a video, but I made it. And now we're going. I haven't even been walking 5 minutes yet and I've already passed 5 people. Apparently it's a nice night for a walk. It's right around 45 degrees, kind of breezy, but I think I'll be okay on the bike trail. There's a lot of tree coverage. There's some blowdown on the path. They cleared away to make this path. I mentioned we had storms come through here 10 or 12 years ago. Could have even been longer. Tornadoes took out a lot of trees. And I think that's what we're seeing here. To the best of my knowledge, this is called the LaSalle Trail. I know for certain it's the LaSalle Trail on the south side of Darden, and I do believe it's still called the LaSalle Trail on the north side of Darden, which is the section I'm walking today. I want to say that this follows the path of an old railroad track. I'm pretty sure it does. While I'm not certain whether this used to be an old railroad track or not, I am sure that it did used to be one of the paths for Native Americans. I've read that on a plaque that is mounted near here. I believe on the corner of Darden and 933 is where that plaque is at, and it talks a little bit about the story of the trail and its uses. I'm sure if you Google it, LaSalle Trail, South Bend, Indiana, you can find plenty of interesting backstory to corroborate my statements or to negate. I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not, but for the sake of argument, we'll say I could be. I've only been on the trail one time since it's been finished. I did follow along as they were making and installing the trail, but it's designed really nicely for bicycles. I've seen people roller skating on it. Skateboards would do well. And of course, walking, joggers I've seen on it. I don't see why scooters and such wouldn't work as well. The cracks in the sidewalk are minimal, so you're not really going to wreck your skateboard on that, or your roller skates or blades. There's plenty of trail to go on. Again, it runs clear into Niles, Michigan. I'm not sure of the termination point, but I know it does go into Niles. It's interconnected with the river walk that goes into downtown South Bend as well. Just a little bit of research on Google and you can find where this all goes and how it connects, and you can make a pretty awesome day of riding your bikes, skateboards, or rollerblades, whatever. However you want to get around, it can be figured out and done. The roadways that the trail intersects with are not overly busy, and I've never had a problem crossing them. I've never had to run across and beat traffic. They're not major thoroughfares, just 2-lane roads. I'm coming up to one now. I'm not sure what street it is. I believe it's Brick Road, but there aren't any cars coming. I have an easy cross. The idea for today was to get a nice good walk in earlier in the afternoon, but as oftentimes it happens, things went awry for me. Technology is pretty awesome, except for when it's not. And I had a heck of a time today with the computers and the internet, and of course YouTube. I uploaded a video. It took an hour to upload and process, and during the processing stage it jammed up and said my video was too big for the platform. So I did my quick research, figured out what I had to do, and I was able to make adjustments without having to re-upload according to Google's instructions. All I would have had to do was click activate video. So I did what they said, and I spent 20 minutes looking for a link that said to activate the video. The only link that was there was delete the video. So I had to delete the video and re-upload it. Put me behind schedule. And then of course I had to go to the grocery store, get some stuff for dinner, and then make dinner, and get that ready, and then eat. And now I ate and I'm all full up. I'm all full up. I don't even really feel like walking physically, but psychologically and mentally I wanted to get out here. This stuff's addictive, whichever one of those words fits for you, you can use it. I just wanted to get these steps in. I wanted to go out into the woods, but that's not an option today really. So I'm going to take this path. There's still plenty of scenery. Look at this. Got a brook right here. How's that? That's pretty cool. We'll go see. This is the bike path view. Got a couple walkers down the way. It's the west side of the bike path. The brook goes underneath. Or is it a stream? Is it a brook or is it a stream? Could be a creek. You tell me. Brook, stream, or creek? I have to admit, it is in my nature. When I get home, you can bet I'm going to Google it and do some research and see what I can find. What differentiates brooks, creeks, and streams? Are there any other words for those? Drop them in the comments if you know any. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. The only thing I can think is that I'm all full up. I ate too much. Cool fire pit. I have a fire pit similar to that one, although I made mine out of landscaping blocks, 3 or 4 tiers high. I don't remember anymore. Landscaping bricks make a good fire pit. can constantly readjust them and move them as needed. A couple walkers with dogs. It's a big dog. Let's see if they can let us say hi to him. It's a big dog. Mosley's his name.
Mosby.
Mosby. And then these are his little brothers and sisters, maybe?
Yeah. Technically they're older, but...
Yeah, younger, smaller. We'll call them smaller siblings.
Yeah.
They haven't gone on a walk for a while, so they're excited.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I haven't been on a walk for a while. I'm excited. Thanks. Oh, there you go. It's always nice to see dogs on the trails and paths and highways and byways. It's important. I mentioned it in a video a couple days back. It's important that dogs take their people out for walks. Helps to raise well-adjusted people if their dogs do that. Anyhow, where was I before I got distracted by the dogs? I'm a dog person. I like dogs. They're pretty awesome. Wanted to get my steps in today. Mentally, I wanted to get them in. It's just helped so much to clear my mind. Allows me to think things through, organize my thoughts, smooth out the brain processes, the processes my brain makes. I think I'm getting close. I'm at 0.98 miles. The idea probably I'll probably just go for 3 miles today. I'll go 1.5 miles north, turn around, get back to the car and get home. I still got videos to edit. Got videos to upload. And we're 1 mile. Waiting for the phone to tell us that though. It's coming. Be patient.
Total distance 1 mile. Total time 20 minutes and 26 seconds. Split pace 20 minutes 23 seconds per mile.
How cool is that? 1 mile down already. That's the end of mile number 23. We're into mile number 24 now. If my math is correct, I don't even remember. I'm writing it down. And of course I have it logged on my phone. Although I'll probably have to adjust the mileage at some point because I'm getting quarters and halves and 3/4 and more miles than I'm stating. Because I don't want to say, oh, I got 3.13 miles. So we only have 4.97 more to go. That gets confusing. So I'm just rounding to the nearest numbers. The lowest number actually. Then I'll do a math and readjust the variables to where they're supposed to be and get a more accurate count of the mileage. Either way, that's 1 mile down for the day. That's 23 miles out of 500. Heck yeah. Just crossed Otten Road, which is one of the busier thoroughfares that this trail crosses, and I didn't even have to slow down. It's a good bike path for your family, although I was viciously approached by a dog as I neared just north of Niles. Actually, I was in Niles, Michigan. The dog escaped from his yard. Was not too happy with me. Fortunately, I saw him do that to someone else, and I noticed they had a collapsing baton that they used to keep that dog at arm's length. So I picked up a stick and used that. I'm not entirely sure the dog wouldn't have attacked, but I wasn't going to take any chances. So when you're out and about, whether it's trails, sidewalks, bike paths, whatever it is, you should have something just in case of unfriendly animals or even unfriendly people. Some pretty tall pine trees on this stretch of the trail. Some more of the scenery on this path, although I'm not going to pretend that there isn't some industry on the path. There's a little bit here and there, none of it too noisy. Again, this path runs parallel with 933 Dixie Way Highway through Roseland and up in the Niles out of South Bend. But you don't really hear much of the road noise from 933. You don't see it much, but it is there. One of the good things about walking paths nearby populated areas is if you need some assistance of any kind, well, it's not too hard to come by. They're just a short jaunt away. I have hit 1.5 something or another miles, so I turned around and headed back. Actually, I'm 1.57 miles. I turned around, headed back to the car. So I'll get back to the car right at around 3 miles, just slightly over. It's not overly cold out. The wind isn't bad. If it was summer and these trees were leafed up, all full of foliage and such, there probably wouldn't be any much breeze at all. While I'm thinking about it, don't forget to go ahead, subscribe to my channel, follow along. I'm gonna try to upload these videos every day. I'm gonna try to shorten them up as well. I know some of them have gotten pretty long. I'm gonna stop chattering so much. I'm gonna try and focus and concentrate on more scenery and trying to be quicker to get to the point of the things I'm trying to remember to say. And I want to talk more about what I see and less about what I'm thinking. Unless you guys like the way things have been going, let me know. Drop some comments, ask some questions. I'd like to be interactive with this stuff. I'll answer all the questions I can. I'll either answer them in text, try to answer them in videos. I got some really cool ideas that I want to start implementing as these videos go along. Stay tuned to find out more about that in upcoming videos. But go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so that you get notifications of when this stuff goes up. And you can even share this stuff, like the videos. Let's get this party started. The more the merrier, right? Heck yeah. Thanks for the support so far. You guys are awesome. And I truly appreciate it. Here's something to keep in mind if you come on these bike trails. No motorized vehicles. Wah wah. 2 miles. It's coming.
Total distance 2 miles. Total time 40 minutes and 52 seconds. Split pace 20 minutes 25 seconds per mile.
Thus concludes the 24th mile of my 500-mile walk. Heck yeah! There's only 476 more miles to go. These miles are falling off real quick. Having a good time. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's buds on them there trees. Summer is just around the corner. Something I noticed while editing yesterday's video from St. Patrick's Park, as I was filming the wooded areas, there is a green hue coming through, where the foliage is starting to break through to signal the coming of summer. Check that video, see if you notice it, see if you can tell. I can see it a little bit now if I walk. When I walk and I'm looking off into the woods here, I can see there's just a tint of green in there. You might not be able to see it on the camera, but you can see it in person. You guys see that fence in there? Looks like it's made out of old railroad ties and wire. The posts are the railroad ties. Cool. It's another cool feature. Nice cell tower. That's right. You have cell service along these trails. It's not like you're completely detached from society. I'm closing in on three miles for the day. I'm at 2.98. Yep, 2.98. That'll be the end of mile 25 on my 500-mile walk. Getting so close already. Here it comes. Get ready.
Total distance 3 miles. Total time 1 hour 1 minute and 15 seconds. Split pace 20 minutes 20 seconds per mile.
How cool is that? You know what I'm saying? 25 miles in, only 475 more miles to go. Man, how cool. Thanks for hanging out with me today, for sure. Make certain you leave some comments, ask some questions if you want. I'll answer them. Subscribe to the channel for sure. Ring the bell, get some notifications. I only have a little bit to go to get back to the car, so I'll wrap it up right here, right now. Thanks so much for watching. Suburban Hiker, checking out.